We are live at Valley Union High School in Elfrida, where the Valley Union Blue Devils just defeated the Fort Thomas Apaches on a game-ending double play by a score of 6-3. Valley Union got behind in this game by a score of 3-0 early on, appearing to have somewhat of a hangover from yesterday's loss. They scored 3 runs in the fourth, a run in the fifth, and then 2 more in the sixth to come away with a 6-3 win. So they prevail over the Fort Thomas Apaches 6-3. And now it's a waiting game to see just what St. David is going to do in their next 2 games. They play Patagonia on Friday and Duncan on Monday. And if the Tigers and the Blue Devils both end up in a region tie, it's going to come down to the power rankings. But congratulations to the Valley Union Blue Devils. They've earned themselves at least a share of the 1A South Region Championship. And here come the Blue Devils right now. Gentlemen, we're live on Facebook. Congratulations on the big win today. Great job by these kids. And we're going to have the senior recognition ceremony here in just a few minutes. We'll be bringing it to you live. But again, Jesse Mitchell and this team is your 1A South Region champions. And masterful performance today by pitcher Steven De La Cruz. He went the distance, allowing 3 runs off 5 hits, striking out 11, and not allowing a single walk. And I might add, as a side note real fast, Valley Union's Steven De La Cruz is also this year's homecoming graduation valedictorian. We interviewed him earlier in the day today. I'll be having a feature about him in the coming weeks in our graduation section. So not only a good student, talented athlete, but also, like you said, a good student. But again, a great performance today by the Valley Union Blue Devils. They prevailed by a score of 6-3 over the Fort Thomas Apaches. Sluggish start, as we said, falling behind 3-0. And then lo and behold, they kicked it in gear and pulled out a 6-3 win. So again, great performance by the kids. And now it's the state playoffs, and we're going to wait and see, are they going to go as the region champions or are they going to go with the number 2 seed? But I think it's a safe bet based on what I've seen from the power rankings. They are going to get the upper nod over St. David. But with the pollsters, you never know. And it's kind of like anything in these brackets. That's why you play the game, and with the polls come out, you never know what's going to happen here. But again, a masterful performance today by these kids. They got down, they didn't quit, they persevered, they battled back, persevered, and eked out a 6-3 win. And ironically, the score of the previous game when they beat this team at Fort Thomas was 5-3, so very similar showing today. But again, congratulations to the Blue Devils. And let's see if we can get Coach Mitchell over here to talk to us real fast. Jesse, real fast, a real quick word for you. We're live on Facebook here with Valley Union head coach Jesse Mitchell. Coach, a sluggish start to the game, but a great finish by your kids. The hangover from yesterday seemed to be very evident early on.
Exactly, they were excited with yesterday's game, and then they go in and get beat, and it kind of put them back a little bit. So it took a few innings for them to decide, what kind of baseball they did. And when they decided that, they did come around and score some runs and get it done.
So now it's in the hands of the rankings to see what's going to happen, because you guys have done your job and what you're supposed to do. So now it's just a matter of seeing, are you going to have enough rankings to stay ahead of St. David? Are you going to tie St. David, or what's going to happen?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens when the rankings come out. Tomorrow, basically. They came out today. My opinion, we're going to stay number 1 in the South, and I'm proud of these boys for what they've done.
A masterful performance today by De La Cruz. 12 strikeouts, no walks, 5 hits. Heck of a performance by him today, Coach.
Yeah, he's great. He's a senior. He took it upon his shoulders. He did it. He went all the way. I think he threw 85 pitches through the game. He took it over to it himself, and that's what he went out to do. Great job by him. Proud of him.
Well, congratulations on the big win today. We'll see you guys in the postseason, Coach. And first time since 2017, you guys are at least co-region champions, if not outright region champions.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to sign off here and then come back in a few minutes for the mom and dad ceremony or the senior ceremony, and we're going to go from there. But again, Valley Union prevails today by a score of 6-3. Thank you for checking in with us. This is Bruce Wetton signing off.